Like this. I think this will be enough. I just need to hit with a little bit to knock this assassin out. Let's see what we get. That's the end of him. And that's the end of him. Well, boys, we seem to be set on this course. Looks like we're going to be duking it out with the Razorbacks once again, but before that, we've got some stuff to see. Here is our new Cyclops Z, refitted and repainted, ready for battle, ready for combat. As you can see on the back, it's got that, you know, obviously the sensor data and whatnot. The Cyclops obviously gets its name due to its rather, you know, Cyclops-shaped head. And the main feature of the Cyclops is the battle computer. Battle computer, +1 initiative for all Lance units, allows the pilot of the Cyclops to effectively command dozens of units. This allows for exceptional levels of Lance cohesion during combat, increasing the initiative of the entire Lance. It stacks with the Master Tactician ability. What this means is that all of our mechs will be able to go ahead of their typical turn, and that may not seem useful immediately, and sometimes it isn't useful. But when it is useful, it is super useful. Now, this version of the Cyclops Z, with the battle computer, it has to give up a lot of space. The battle computer, basically, there is a version of the Cyclops, I think it's the Q, that it's just basically a mech that does a lot of damage. This version of the Cyclops, though, it can't carry as many weapons, so I've given it kind of the best I could. It's still very strong. Like, look, firepower 272. It is our second most damaging mech, so it's actually still quite good. Durability is 1280 armor, so, you know, it's no slouch. It's got plenty of armor. You know, by the standards of an assault mech, 1200 might be a little bit light, but not excessively so. Its main weakness is heat. The mech does not dissipate its heat particularly well, but I gave it two fairly cool weapons, the LBX-10 and the SRM-6. Both of these can be shot without the medium lasers to, you know, still do decent damage without generating too much heat. But it is our new commander mech. We'll be using it and the Marauder together to get as many bonuses as we can. All right, Operation Flattened Earth Part 2, another battle. So we're not actually going to be attacking the Volkovites just yet. We're actually going to be, I guess, finishing off what's left of the Razorbacks. Tundra battle, 4 skulls, so probably going to get some decent stuff here. Went heavier on the salvage, 315, but still getting a decent chunk of cash, about 300,000 C-bills. My contacts in the Maskarovka tell me that you rejected Commander Elliathy's offer. A wise decision, Commander. Bring down the remainder of the Razorback Company, and nothing will stand between you and the seditionist camp. So, the Maskarovka, obviously the secret agency of the House Liao, they were aware of our little conversation, so probably a good idea as well there, because they would not have been happy about that. They're known for being a grumpy bunch. Tough luck for Razorback Company, but they knew what they were getting themselves into when they took sides against House Liao. So, here is the team. The Cyclops will be piloted by Ugly Gang because I expect it will get a bit hot, so being able to vent the coolant can help there. I'll be leading the attack in the Battle Master. In order to show the battle computer's ability, I'm bringing Scylla in the Marauder, who has Initiative 4. That is typically the turn that light mechs go in. So the Marauder is able to move, a heavy mech is able to move in the same turn bracket as a light mech, which may or may not pay off, depending on how we play the battle. It's really, the value of the Cyclops comes in how you can use the initiative stack. And then Valkyrie will be our heavy scout in the Grasshopper, now able to move at the speed of a medium mech with the battle computer. Anyways, let's get in here. Welcome to the battle, boys! Let's see what we're dealing with. The remnants of the Razorback Company have taken position ahead of you, Commander. I'd advise that you approach them with caution. The caution you would with a wounded animal. Commander Elliathy has little left to lose. Little left, huh? Let's go ahead and reduce that to nothing. You could tell your precious chancellor that if he really believed his own line of BS, he'd have taken the field himself. Of course, if he had, I'd already be scraping him off my BattleMech's foot. What a terrible waste. Very well, Commander Elliathy, my mercenaries will bring you the death that you so evidently long for. Destroy them, Commander. Leave no survivors. Okay, so... Oh, looks like I might not even need to skip forward. Looks like it's just going to be a head-to-head attack. Probably maybe a 4-on-4 battle? Or possibly a... It's either going to be 4-on-4 or 4-on-8. We're about to find out, though. Valkyrie is our scout, so... Look at that dynamic movement, despite being in a heavy... Well, it's the road and the fact she's a piloting expert. Able to get very similar movement to what you would expect a much larger mech to be capable of. Scylla, also able to get pretty good speed. I think I'll just have Scylla go here, rely more on our agility. Not for our larger mechs. They are going to get... They will, in fact, get into cover. Let's see what the Razorback company's got. The size of the mechs we see here are going to give us a chance to see whether or not I think a wave of reinforcements will come in. So we can use initiative in a few different ways. Okay, looks like that confirms it for us. Looks like there's going to be 8 of them, so we need to make sure we do a lot of damage and start thinning these guys out. So the way we can use the initiative, we can either attack in the front or at the end. It's up to us now. Like, we have the option either way. And the way that Scylla can use it is through hit-and-run tactics. Because it means that Scylla can guard and then attack first next turn. There's just a lot of really sneaky things you can do. And you never know how it's going to come into play, honestly. You never know if it's going to be a... Let me see, what kind of pilot are you? A recon? It might be okay for... Because here's the problem. I don't know if I want to reserve here and have all of these mechs take shots at the Grasshopper. I don't think I am, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is just jump over here. Actually, I'm just going to run over here.
Understood. Moving fast.
That way we get the Grasshopper into safety. Oh, a melee attack. Okay. That's a pretty good move. But you'll need to make more than one good move.
Aye, aye.
What do you need?
However, it does expose that, although it doesn't matter who attacks first. So let's go ahead and just reserve down. 2 PPCs and 2 lasers. I want to guess that's a Marauder. Or a Warhammer. Oh, it's a Black Knight. Jeez.
Yes, Commander.
All of those guesses were wrong. Okay, so let's see here.
Yeah?
Looking for a clean attack on something.
Standing by.
Yep.
Not sure who we can get a good shot on. I think I am of the opinion that I want to go for the Black Knight. Oh, is that it right there? It took... Oh, no, there's 2 Black Knights. Jeez. Okay, I see, like, they... Oh, it is a Marauder. They're really, they're setting me for a loop here. Okay. Sprinkling us with missiles. Not gonna be enough, though. Valkyrie does have an opportunity to possibly get a kill shot here, which I am very much interested in attempting. I am going to... We don't have enough... I'm just going to shoot the LBX out, okay? Because we don't...
Engage.
We don't have enough resolve to just constantly tank people up to get out of cover, so I'm just not going to do that. We're just going to shoot from here.
Attacking from position.
The Marauder does have a bit of an advantage here in the sense that it has longer range weapons than us, but... So here's what I'm talking about. We do have the option, like I said, we can attack so much earlier in the turn stack that I could take a riskier move here and try to knock the enemy Marauder over. But... I don't know if I'm going to do it. I can reserve down to here and still have my options. Okay, I want Valkyrie to make this move, though. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good move. We're going to attempt a back shot just to knock this guy. Maybe we can knock this mech out immediately with like a full alpha strike, rear center torso armor with a precision strike. It could happen. It could go either way. It's like we have, it's a realistic chance, but it's not, definitely not guaranteed. Not quite, but I see significant, like, 2 bars of loss there. And if they sprinkle more shots on the Grasshopper, that's also fine, because the Grasshopper can get very evasive if necessary. Yeah, look at this. So she was 34 damage short on the center torso. What that means, though, is we can now ignore the quick draw. Oh, look, we actually... Okay, so the battle computer is already coming into play, and I am able to move much earlier than I... Okay, yeah, I'm able to move here, which means I can knock... I should be able to knock the Marauder over. And normally I wouldn't do... Normally I would be forced to move on turn 1, but I don't have to because of that. I am a little exposed because I can't tank up, but I think it's going to be worth it to knock the Marauder over and also just do a ton of damage. Down it goes. Their reserve appears to be like, they're just stuck in those trees launching missiles, which is really good news for us. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move over here. A little bit closer. There we go. Now I'm in range of everything. I believe this Marauder is toast. I think it's toast. Yeah, look at this. Remarkable. 96% accuracy, called shot center torso. I don't think it's going to survive this.
Take this.
Oh my god, he did. Oh, I gotta get a damage report after that. What are you gonna shoot at?
Warning.
Okay, paying off. Looks like the Black Knight, no missiles, so it has to make a direct fire attack. Okay, it was 33 damage short. Okay, I'm now feeling pretty safe that the Black Knight isn't able to really bring all of its weapons on me. So I don't actually mind getting out of cover. We're gonna fire with everything, just to make sure we finish it off. I'm hoping to salvage a Black Knight here. I really like that mech. More missiles, bigger wave of missiles, means they've got something, a much more dedicated missile mech there. Okay, taking a shot on the Cyclops while it's exposed, but it's not enough mechs to really take advantage of it. And this mech is toast next turn. Oh, just like this, like... Because he goes so early in the turn stack, we could just go just like that. And I'm probably not even going to take the high accuracy shot. I'm pretty sure just sprinkling it, because then we'll get we will get to like charge up our resolve to max. So just there we go. That's the end of him. Getting to go in the turn of the light mechs, like well beyond what other people are allowed to move it. Okay, so now their missile guys cannot lock onto us, and that's because they don't have a spotter.
Standing by.
So what we're gonna do is just reserve down. Let them make a few moves. That might hurt a little bit. Okay, that's enough. I need to get into cover.
Warning. Armor low.
What is this? Okay, a few more missiles my way. They've revealed themselves, so that's fine.
Orders.
I'm gonna move forward and begin to engage. Do I want to move here or here? I'm just gonna move straight forward and tank up. My job is to be the target, and that's exactly what I am right now. I'm not even going to shoot back, actually, because I don't have very good aim on this target. What, we are out of range, and it's obstructed, and my sensors are impaired. Fine. I'll just tank up to the max, then.
Receiving.
That's fine. Gives me a chance to sink my heat.
No shooting, just running.
Yep.
Everyone needs to kind of get into cover, if possible. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have them all move in this direction here. Because we could double up our resolve expenses to have more people tank up out of cover, but I don't want to do that. We have Macronauts with us, and that means I want to save more of our resolve for precision shots.
Mess them up.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and reserve. Like, there's no advantage right now to Macronauts going forward. Oh, a melee attack? Oh, it's the assassin. Okay. Fortunately, the battle computer should help us out quite a bit here. So normally the battle master would be in a bit of trouble moving at turn 1, but not in this case. The battle master would... Okay, so normally the trouble would be I just lost all of my defenses, so I take full damage. That would typically be a problem, but it's actually not a problem now that I get to go in initiative 3. 2 initiative stacks higher than normal, and I get all my defense back, and I get to make a clean shot after sinking my heat right on this, so they don't get to take advantage of my down defenses, but I get to take advantage of this guy being out of position. Almost knock him down in a single volley. So he's going to recover a little bit here, but he's still in trouble. Good hit on the Marauder.
Damn it!
But
Took one in the meat.
a good hit on the Marauder, but not good enough. You need much more sustained gunfire than that. I believe I want Valkyrie to actually go for the assassin, if possible. Valkyrie's job is typically to squish some of the weaker targets.
Engaging jump jets.
The targets that are very evasive, in other words. There we go. So we'll put all of our machine guns on the assassin, and then our lasers on the archer.
On it.
Good. Looked like about 125 damage there. Machine guns ignore its evasion. Another assassin. Interesting. Looks like the reinforcing lance is like not a super deadly combination of enemies. Am I in range? What am I in range for? This is fine, actually. I don't think I have a problem with this at all. I'm just going to shoot from here. And armor is a little bit weak on the right torso, so I might take a precision shot on the right torso. Right here. 90% accuracy, 75 structure, and 8 armor to go through. I think we can do it.
Fire it.
There we go. So he takes the big damage there, and he's going to... Oh, he didn't fall. I'm surprised he didn't fall. I was actually expecting him to tip over there. Not that big of a deal, though. I believe we are okay to get out of cover once again. We can rely on the fact that these enemies aren't that powerful. And on top of that... So the other reason I went for the side torso is that I knew that the extra damage would spill center torso.
Let her rip.
And just like that, center torso destroyed. So we basically get a refund on our resolve there. Now these guys are actually in trouble. These mechs normally get the advantage of going first, but they're actually they're gonna be in trouble. The battle computer is gonna let us go in a competitive speed with these other mechs, which is something they typically can't do. I will reserve down and let one of them move. We get 3 moves at the same speed as them. Sprinkling the Cyclops, who is out of cover, but it doesn't really matter. So, Scylla has a really good shot here, I think. How do I want to take this shot? I wonder if... I kind of want to see if I can take the leg of that assassin over here. We might be able to do it. Yes, 95% chance. That will drop his initiative and knock out his evasion. I'm going for it. We're really... Okay, there we go. What we're really banking on is the battle computer right now. Just using all of our advantages to knock their initiative down lower, take away their evasion, and now I'm able to just, like, basically freely clobber these guys with impunity. Like, I could just do whatever I want now. I'm just going to basically go over here and smash this fool.
On the move.
Just massively outclassed, like not able to use his main advantage, which is his high initiative and speed. And I'm going to go over here and probably... I'm going to split fire. Like this, tank up. I'm going to fire everything except maybe... like this. I think this will be enough. I just need to hit with a little bit to knock this assassin out. Let's see what we get. That's the end of him. And that's the end of him. Look at what an amazing setup. That was absolutely beautiful. Using the battle computer to our advantage there. I mean, like, sure, you could say, like, oh, we just killed so, like, oh, man, taking a hard hit from the Black Knight over there, reminding us that they do have some high-powered foes still. And I am going to just kind of go right here. What is it? Is this his left leg? So let's make sure the right leg is showing.
Move into position. Targeting for now.
Give him some of his medicine back. Took off 2 1/4 bars of armor. Pretty good. Pretty big mech over there, firing a big volley of missiles.
Damage minimal.
Still not sure what it is.
Standing by.
So, we get 3 mechs that get to go first before that one. So, what is this, his right torso? Let's go over here like this.
Let's move.
I'm going to call a shot probably on his right torso. There we go. We're through his right torso. That disables a lot of his weaponry. And also just doing a ton of damage to him as well. Yeah, losing his right arm, he lost 1 large laser, 1 PPC, and 2 medium lasers. All of us getting to go well before him.
Target's taking a critical hit.
And even I get to go before him. And he's only got 1 structure left. The destruction of this mech will mean that they lose their spotter. I'll just fire the LRM-15. One of these 15 missiles are going to hit center torso. So I think, as you can see, like the battle computer, even though the battle computer itself doesn't actually do any damage, the advantage comes in how you can creatively use the bonus initiative. It's like the battle computer is if you're not someone who enjoys like the initiative stack and using the initiative stack to your advantage, then the Cyclops isn't going to be a super good mech. Like it would be better to use one of the Cyclops that's designed more for combat, the Cyclops Q. Oh, it's an awesome. That's what their final mech is. That must be the fire support version of the awesome, the one with the large lasers and the missiles. Buddy, I could actually launch missiles at him. Not that I'm going to. He's got 60% defense. That's not happening.
Full throttle.
So, I mean, not only did we use the battle computer effectively, we also used the terrain. Like, we used the fact that that Black Knight had to spend several turns getting around this mountain to do anything. Look, this mech has to move, like, basically last.
Standing by.
So what we're going to do is, I'm going to try and punch this mech to try and knock its... Okay, so what we're going to do is knock one of its defenses off by punching it.
Coordinates 3 east.
It'll also give us some good knockdown. One of the best things about the battle computer is that You can't knock a mech down any farther than one. So, like, if we knock an assault mech down, it can't. There's no 0. So that means one of the disadvantages of knocking down an assault mech is that the other assault mechs, they can't dogpile on them because you're all initiative 1, so the mech will get back up. But with a battle computer, all of our assault mechs go to at least initiative 2, meaning we can dogpile on them.
Standing
So
by.
it's a really big benefit. I'm just gonna shoot from here, I think, and just volley this guy. Try to, like, build up some of that knockdown. Still not enough, unfortunately. Maybe we can add a little more knockdown.
Here it comes.
Destroyed an arm, man.
Solid.
The reason the awesome is not going down is because it is an assault mech, and that means it gets some benefits.
Position confirmed.
I'm gonna go for its arm. Its arm is exposed, so I'm just gonna take a precision shot on the arm.
Confirmed.
There we go. We destroyed both of its arms, meaning
Scored a critical hit.
it should lose its lasers. What's he gonna do? He could punch us back. That is a possibility. And the awesome does punch pretty hard. And he takes a missile, but it's not a very accurate attack due to the penalty of getting up.
My internals are taking a beating.
The leg took a little bit of damage, but his leg is still 77 structure,
I'm
so
here.
it's still barely any damage at all. Okay, we are going to reserve again because we need
Aye, aye.
Valkyrie to punch him again to knock his defense off. Big hit. Oh, LRM machine guns hit the LRM ammo bank, and that was the end of it. That's it, Commander Fox. The last of the Razorback Company units is down. Elliathy is dead, and the path to the Volkovite compound is clear. We do what we're paid to, Lady Marina, every time. And I'll remember it, Mr. Oliveira. Now proceed to your next drop site.
Mission successful.
Well, there we go. We were able to do it with minimum damage. I don't know if we're going to have a consecutive deployment. We'll have to find out. Let's check our salvage, though. Here is the kill board. The Cyclops, the leg got a little roughed up. That's not a big deal, though. If there's a consecutive deployment, there's nothing wrong with sending this mech into battle again. The leg getting damaged is usually, it's a little bit uncommon. Got 2 kills, though. Like, the Cyclops, like, is now our second most damaging mech. And that's just due to the LBX is a strong weapon, and then it's got, you know, these are all just really strong everyday weapons. They're not very fancy weapons except for the LB-10X autocannon, but they're just tried and true good weapons, and that was just what was sensible. Like, I thought about putting even bigger guns on the Cyclops, but I quickly realized that it just doesn't have the tonnage to do anything super fancy with it, so I'm like, no, let's not try to force something fancy. Let's just go for, like, you know, good old-fashioned, just something I know that works. Battlemaster, just deadly mech. Just a really nasty mech in general. Scylla getting that backshot cleanup attack, but otherwise focusing the attacks on disabling the enemy battle mechs and just like opening them up to be finished off, as well as carrying the very important Lance command mod in the battle, and then Valkyrie doing the scouting and also setting up the major kill in the beginning of the game that that Scylla was able to clean up. Everyone did what they had to. Like, we really just completely turned their 2 lances on their head. It just did not matter. Assault mechs, heavy mechs, multiple heavy mechs. 2 Black Knights, 2 Marauder. It just didn't matter. Okay, we're able to pick 3 things here. Let's see. Okay, only 1 Black Knight. I really want a piece of this Black Knight, though. Another Marauder 3D, sure. I mean, the Marauder is good, and I guess I'll take a piece of that awesome. Though, let's ooh, we have our Archer, though. We could resell that Archer. We do have some really, darn, we got some really good stuff here. Okay, hold on, we gotta rethink this. We need that cockpit mod. That cockpit mod is super good. I don't want to leave that to chance. And I'm going to sacrifice the awesome, because that's not my favorite version of the awesome, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh man, some of these lasers are really nice. Also, this gyro is pretty nice. I think I'm going to take the gyro and the cockpit mod. The gyro, this will be really good on it gives a 50% chance to hit with melee attacks. It'll just be really good on the grasshopper. So I'm probably going to take that. Let's see what we get for random loot. No more mech pieces. I was hoping to pick up the archer as a random piece of loot, but and I was hoping to get maybe a better weapon, but we mainly got ammo. Unfortunately, the ammo junked up the tables. We don't need that. Ammo is cheap and easy to obtain, so kind of disappointing, but at the same time, we got a piece of the Black Knight. Really good weapon. Great energy-based mech, big candidate for the energy exchanger, but we only have one of the 3 pieces needed to finish it. Okay, so we do have a consecutive deployment here. I believe I will complete this in the next episode. That's simply because I do have work tomorrow, so I don't want to push it and record the double battles back to back and then wind up staying up too late. So I do want to deploy and talk about our deployment, but anyways, Flattened Earth Part 3, a 3.5 skull, so not as difficult as the last one, which does make sense since we wiped out the rest of their mercenaries. Destroy the base. The Volkovites have holed up in a sanctuary you'll find this valley. Destroy it and eliminate whatever resistance they can bring to bear. The eyes of the Chancellor are on you, Commander. Don't disappoint him. The sooner we can finish this, the better. Let's just get it done. So this is the team that we're going to be deploying. I'm going to be going in the Cyclops. It's got plenty of armor for me to lead the attack, but we got an interesting one here. The Cataphract. Oh my, what's the Cataphract doing? Well, this is no ordinary Cataphract. This is the Cataphract with the X1 EW, basically the electronic warfare equipment. So it is just like the Raven, but in a bigger mech. And the reason for that is because I do like to use this kind of strategy for attacking bases because it jams up the turrets. And what we're going to be using is a bombardment team here. We're bringing TJ Boss Hicks in the catapult, and Silverback is going to be in the Archer, which is specifically our LRM-20 Archer. So these are going to be able to like bombard the enemy base at a distance. Kelgast in the Cataphract will be able to scan if necessary to reveal the targets so that we can bombard them. And obviously I'll be there to boost up and to lead the attack and boost everyone with the battle computer, do whatever is necessary to do this. So let's go ahead and deploy, and then we'll end it there, and then, yeah, sure, we'll get it done tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next episode. And here we are. The Volkovite compound should be just ahead of you, Commander. With the Razorback company out of the way, you should have no trouble putting it to the torch. I curse you for this, Marina Liao, now and forever. I curse you and the Chancellor both. You seek to murder us for our beliefs, and we have done nothing to you. You offended the Capellan state. I am a servant of the state, bound to execute its will. It's nothing personal. You're a monster. You're monsters. All of you. You won't take us easily. There are many hungry mercenaries on Cavalor, and I have the means to feed them. It won't matter. Commander, you're authorized to engage the enemy. Destroy them in the name of House Liao, and burn their structures to the ground. The Chancellor commands it.
Ready for action.
As you can see, the jamming, you might have thought that, oh, Fox is done with the whole jamming shenanigans, but no. Their turrets, they're thinking there's going to be a fair fight here. No, it's not going to be a fair fight at all. And even if they use their sensors to reveal us, then they have to spend a turn scanning us just to shoot at us to begin with. So you could see like just how that's going to be an advantage with against their long-range turrets. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. You know, will Fox massacre a whole town of innocent people because it will get him a ton of money, salvage, and clout with like basically the king of House Liao? We'll see that in the next episode. Anyways, like this video, and subscribe for future, I was about to say StanK, but BattleTech DLC career content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.